look, they're over there. Alright, let's go and meet. Okay, no introduction. Let's just go and meet Sucrose and Kale at the crafting bench. Looks like they've now turned their mailbox into a signboard.
Traveler, Paimon, great timing. We got a lot of letters in the mailbox, and I just finished sorting them into 4 groups.
That's great.
Nice work.
So it seems like everybody seemed to respond.
Well,
I'm not even really sure what it is we're asking, other than like, what do they think about the prophecy lines?
Which batch of letters should we read through first?
Joy above the clouds. Well, I thought yesterday, when I was playing with Sucrose and Kale talking, that was so sweet. Read letters about a flower that is not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. Oh, very interesting. But yeah, I'm glad Kale was able to find the right friend that she needed, as she wasn't feeling so confident about herself at the time. A flower that's not of this world. About the flower that is not of this world. Read Teneri's letter. After our conversation the other day, I went over the prophecy's wording carefully. A flower that is not of this world sounds more like a logical paradox. Think about it. If a flower is not of this world, its existence cannot be perceived. However, if it can be perceived, it will not fit the description of the prophecy. As such, my view is that the riddle's answer doesn't have to be a real plant. However, I must also note, with all due respect, that the person who came up with this riddle may not know all the plants in the world. And I dare say that no one could make such a claim. From this perspective, you could think of some rare plants as potential candidates for the answer. Okay. Albedo. A flower that is not of this world doesn't sound like an existing species or something created through specialized cultivation techniques. With that noted, I believe we should think out of the box. After reviewing what I've learned over the years, I have now reached a conclusion. Sucrose also came to discuss her thoughts with me. She hasn't decided on an answer at the moment of me writing this letter, so I won't be revealing my own conclusion right now. We can discuss in detail when we meet, and I hope everyone else will bring their respective answers too. I'll see you then. Ooh, okay, Albedo. I always feel like Albedo knows something. For each event that he's in, he always knows something. Sucrose's letter. It feels strange to insert a letter into the mailbox that I made myself. But I did find an answer. At first, I thought that the flower created using alchemy would constitute one that is not of this world according to the prophecy. But after giving it some more thought, I realized that instead of creating an actual plant, a flower-shaped mechanism made of alchemical properties might fit the description better. So I arrived at my conclusion. A clock in the shape of a flower. The long passage of life brushes past the timepiece, leaving fluttering petals in its wake. The elapsing years stir up the leaves, pushing the needle of time forward. Sucrose. Oh, she signed her letter. Very true. That's a very creative answer as well. Or other letters, or the other categories. Okay. A guide who will never get lost. Okay, Mona. No one can confidently say that they will never get lost. But as long as their wish to guide and help others does not waver, they will become a ship that can traverse the waves eternally. I didn't perform any divination before writing this letter, but I have a feeling that I will witness the truth behind the prophecy together with you all. So if you need me, just call on me at my place. I'll be there. Yes, I'd love for you to come with us. Bennett. I've been thinking about this for a long time. Before you came to me with the prophecy, it never even crossed my mind that I could be a part of this. Well, as you know, I'm probably the last person you think of when it comes to guiding others. I still have a long way to go, and I'm still trying to figure out how to peacefully coexist with everything in this world. But if you're asking me about who can help, my friend Fischl and her friend Mona, the astrologist, are both very knowledgeable and brave. I'd say they're probably the ones you're looking for. And that's my answer. Wishing you all good luck. From Bennett. Thank you, Bennett. Amber. Guide is a little too grand of a title for me, but I'd love to be everyone's friend. It's something I think I'm good at, and I'm an attentive listener, so do let me know when you get lost. To use an analogy, I'm like a torch in the wild that will help illuminate everyone's path, so long as it continues to burn bright. Everything written below is not meant for Kale. Dear Kale, if you're reading this, please turn away. Aww. I've been worried about Kale lately. She's recovered from her illness, but she still doesn't look all that cheerful. It feels like she still has things that she can't let go of. Allow me to write down my wish here. I hope that Kale can uncover the secret behind the prophecy and find her happiness. Wherever she is and whoever she becomes, I'll always be her friend, no matter what. We're not the savior and the saved, but simply good friends. Aww. Amber is so understanding. Thank you, Amber. And Mika. I hope this letter finds you well. I didn't expect to be asked such a question, which caused quite a headache at first. I only know how to guide people in the geological sense, but on the journey of life, I'm still the lost kid who needs the guidance of others. But upon seeing your question, I immediately knew what I can help with. I tried drawing a map showing vegetation distribution for Mr. Tainari and Miss Kale, as well as a dragon spotting calendar for Mr. Sino. Both are attached below. In the next few days, I will need to patrol with the captain and draw maps for Miss Lisa, so I can only support you with my well wishes. My apologies. Please forgive me. I hope the map and the list will be of some help to you. Aw, thank you, Mika. Alright, next. One who would never lie. Sino. You are correct to assume that I seldom lie. This has to do with my upbringing. As a desert dweller who has been living within the academia since my childhood, my unusual identity makes it hard for others to trust me. And it would not have been harder still if I was not honest. And it would have been harder still if I was not honest. As a result, I learned to talk less and speak no more than what was necessary. Uncovering the secret behind the prophecy may come with its perils. If you need someone who would never lie, I can join you. Sino. Thank you, Sino. Rosaria. I must make one thing clear first. I am not someone who would never lie. After hearing your question, I thought about many things in the past in earnest and recalled many occasions upon which I lied. I also make up excuses to avoid choir practice. I also tell white lies too, sometimes to make myself happy and other times to allow myself to give up on some struggles. The nicest lie I've ever come up with is one I told Varka, that I didn't want to stay in Mondstadt. Varka responded with another lie, and that was his advice to me. Your current abilities are not suited to life beyond Mondstadt's borders. I can't be the answer to this question, but I suggest that you consider what never lying actually means. Does it mean to never deceive or to never lie with ill intent? It's a pity that I'm not the one you're looking for, but I believe someone who meets the requirements will turn up. Good luck. Thank you, Rosaria. Yeah, I figured it'd be an answer like that. Hello, Razor. I asked my teacher Lisa to write this letter. It's much better than the ones I wrote. Many thanks. I don't lie. I trust you. Come to me when you need me. I will always be there for you, Razor. Aw, thank you, Razor. Finally, we have a legend that never ends. Lisa? Legends were created by humans. In that sense, no legend endures forever and all stories must end in regret someday. But as long as a good story lives in people's hearts, it does in some way live on forever. That's the conclusion I've come to after years of reading anyway. Best of luck, little cuties. Thank you, Lisa. Clee. Mom reads travel guides, but she did have friends who wrote fairy tales, so Clee's heard that a story its author spends their whole life writing will always be a good one. Thank you, Clee. And Kale. I think a legend that never ends should be a story filled with hopes and dreams. It works like a baton that's passed from one person to the next, offering something meaningful to everyone that it touches. I was once greatly encouraged by such stories, so I think I'll be going with this answer. Alright, thank you everyone. Such good insights. Everybody, it shows everybody took different amounts of time thinking about the answer. Everybody thought different levels of depth, but all the answers are correct. They all seem to shed some insight on all of these things. Very nice. Good job, everyone. And talk to Sucrose.
Let me quickly summarize what we found out about a flower that is not of this world. Tainari believes that on closer examination it might be logically paradoxal, while Albedo says that his answer would be better discussed at length in person. As for my answer, I think a clock in the shape of a flower would constitute one that is not of this world.
Here's what we've gathered regarding a guide who will never get lost. Mona said that she'd like to join us in uncovering the secret behind the prophecy, while Bennett suggests Fischl, Mona, or the Traveler as potential candidates. Mika didn't submit much, but he did draw a vegetation map for Master Tainari and wrote up a dragon spotting calendar for Sino.
That's great. As we know, Sino was camped out there for a while.
She said that she sees herself as nobody's guide, but everybody's friend.
As for one who would never lie, Rosaria removed herself from consideration, but both Razor and Sino were willing to support us in our search. Timaeus seems to have forgotten to write
Oh,
to us.
that's right. He was one of the on the list too.
And finally, this is what
I
we've gathered on
forgot.
a legend that never ends. Klee said that her mom has a number of friends who like to write storybooks. Misa believes that legends live forever in people's hearts. I think that for a legend to be never-ending, it has to be filled with hopes and dreams and actively passed from one person to the next.
So, what are the answers to the 4 riddles then?
You're really smart, Paimon. I bet you can figure it all out in no time.
Yeah, Paimon.
Or, let's all share our thoughts on what we think the answers might be.
We're thinking.
Wait! Wait for me!
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Oh, Timaeus!
Did you finally get your
what
letter?
brings you here?
I'm sorry, I really am. The time just got away from me and I didn't get around to writing that letter. However, I'm happy to announce that I think I can be the one who would never lie.
Okay, explain.
Huh? This is kinda sudden.
Mm-hmm.
Not that we don't trust you, Timaeus, but, could you elaborate
Yeah, everyone else gave reasons in their
After you
letters,
catch your breath?
so you also have to as well.
Of course, of course.
Now, what were you sprinting over here for?
Do you still remember the time I, collaborated with a certain
Right.
Miss Ying R?
Well, yes, I do. That was about a year ago. Oh gosh, that was over a year ago. Yes, I remember that.
Well, basically, she helped me out a lot with my research into potion making once, and, well, we've stayed in touch through letters ever since.
So Ying Er is the girl from Liyue that Sucrose mentioned earlier? We always assumed you were hard at work every time we saw you at the crafting bench. So you've just been writing letters to Ying Er the whole time?
No, well, I mean, not all the time. I've done some work too. And anyway, our correspondence covers a lot of serious topics, like perfumes, potions, alchemy. Anyway, a few months ago, I made a vow to the heavens that I will be true to myself and never utter an insincere word until the day that I've managed to win Miss Ying R's heart.
Okay.
At Star Snatch Cliff, you were picking Cecilia's as a gift for Ying Er?
Well, that's right. The Cecilia flower is said to represent a once wayward heart transformed by the power of love. I couldn't think of a
Sure,
better flower
okay.
to give than that. I know full well that Miss Ying R is far more knowledgeable than I in both the ways of the world and the ways of our craft, but I thought I should make the effort for once and put myself out there. Which brings me to the subject of the last few days and the Windblume Festival. I thought it was time for me to invite Miss Ying R to Mondstadt. But yesterday, Albedo told me that Sucrose has been working hard to help another girl achieve her dream.
Huh?
And when I went to take a look at our roster, I saw that she'd done my remaining work for me. I feel incredibly guilty. I've been spending all of my time in my own fantasy world while everyone else has been bending over backwards to help other people. How could I ever hope to be worthy of Miss Ying R's love if I'm so selfish?
Well, you're being very
Jeez.
honest and forthright
And
with your
that's why I've
feelings.
decided to join you.
Okay, sure.
But then what about Ying Er?
Yeah. Haven't you been planning this for over a month now? You said you were gonna invite her to Mondstadt.
Well, yes, I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit, which is why I just sent her another gift with my hand-picked Windblooms, along with a handwritten letter. I explained that a matter of great importance has presented itself to which I must devote my full attention for the time being. As soon as it's resolved, I'll make haste to Liyue to pick her up in person.
Well, that's
I
nice
made
of
sure
you.
to package the gift and letter with the greatest care. All I can do now is hope that she'll understand.
Don't worry,
Point
I'm sure
being,
she will.
Please know that I sincerely want to support you in this endeavor. Plus, I think I'm an honest person. As far as I recall, I don't think I've told a single lie in my life.
Well, you certainly convinced Paimon with that speech. Don't worry, Timaeus. We won't let your determination go to waste.
Thank you, Timaeus.
Ah, thank you, everyone. I promise to do everything I can to help.
Yay.
So
So it looks like we found our one who would never lie.
Great! Let's keep it up. On to the other three.
I mean, we could still pick from some of the other candidates, but sure, Timaeus is very eager to be the one, so let's do
We'll
it.
do the honors. Ahem. We have with us here the flower, the guide, the legend, and Timaeus.
Why did you only say Timaeus' name? You should say my name too.
All right. We also have Klee.
We have Klee. Hi, Klee.
With Klee here, this all somehow feels like we're getting ready for a field trip.
There's nothing wrong with a more relaxed atmosphere, is there?
Albedo, have you also figured out your answer?
Of course. We will soon see if my hypothesis has any merit.
Sure, okay.
Actually, I'm still feeling a little nervous.
About? Well, it's okay,
Me
Carly.
too.
But you know,
Weren't you all fired up just a moment ago?
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's do this.
Actually, I'm a little worried too.
oh, what are you worried about now? We're so
T-Rex.
close.
I know what you're
I
feeling.
know, it's so nice at the
Saying
end
anything becomes so much harder when there
Very
are so many
nerve-wracking at
people
the-
watching.
when you're so close.
Well, does anyone know the exact location of where we're headed, or should I do a reading on my scry glass?
No, we know where we're going.
According to the prophecy, once we've figured out the answer, we should test it at the Lantern of Utmost Joy. Wait, but where is this lantern?
Oh, we know something about that.
I've already found where it is.
What?
Sorry, it was late last night. I'll make up a story. Right, yeah, that's
Wow,
good. Not totally.
that's
The
amazing.
animal archon did not descend
really
from
know
the
how to do
heavens to
everything
give
under
us
the
the
sun.
answer.
Then we'll let you lead the way.
All right, follow me.
This is it. We're off to find the sacred location of the Lantern of Utmost Joy.
Yay! Go to where the Lantern of Utmost Joy is. On the Falcon Coast. I'm nervous. What is this? Oh, it's up here. What is all of this? What is it going to be? Utmost Joy. I do not see a lantern.
According to the map, it should be somewhere around here.
Let me take a look.
Okay.
It's
I don't see a lantern, but maybe it's the sunrise.
Aww. I don't see any lanterns here.
Aww.
Now that I think about it, the prophecy didn't say anything about what the Lantern of Utmost Joy actually looks like, right? Maybe we've overlooked something?
Traveler. Are you trying to figure out something else from the paper?
Exactly. Venti's note here says we should look up and see the answer from the sky. Maybe it's the sunrise.
Too. Huh? It says to
Or
look
the
up,
stars.
but there's nothing above us. The wind didn't trick us, did it?
I mean, that does sound like something he would do, but I don't think so. It's probably the sun and the stars. The slip also says now you should recite the incantation. Paimon, take a look at this.
Place the squirrel on the back of the pointy-eared cat, and a pious puppy will open the doors to show you the way.
What does that mean?
Huh. Paimon read the whole thing out loud, but nothing's happening.
Place the squirrel on the back of the pointy-eared cat, and a pious puppy will open the doors to show you the way.
Look! The wind is blowing!
What a
Ooh.
strong wind current.
Oh,
Let's
there's an
ride it up
island
and see
in
where
the
it leads us.
sky.
Huh? We'll have to fly up there? Can someone carry me with them?
We'll use magic.
Here.
Investigate the floating island.
Ah! This is the first time I've ever flown like this!
Oh no, he doesn't have his gliding license. Ooh. What is this place? The gramophone! I knew it. I knew this had to do something with Alice. As soon as the thought of Alice like crossed my mind, it all made sense. Like somebody who's very knowledgeable about the world, knows a lot of people, very has a very childlike imagination and wonder.
How did this little island get up here in the sky?
The
Did
gramophone
somebody make it?
definitely has something to do with Alice.
Just to be safe, I've been jotting down our entire route here. This way, no one will get
Well,
lost.
thank you, Kale.
Oh, good thinking, Kale. Ah, who would have thought we'd find this kind of table here? Weird. It's almost as if someone was holding a tea party.
But there's no one
I
here.
never would have guessed that such a place could exist. Right above Mondstadt, too.
Wow, look at that pretty lantern on the table. There's even a chair for each side of the lantern, too.
There seems to be something on the back of this chair. Let me have a closer look. Take your seat, present your answers, and you shall reach enlightenment. Well, as far as instructions go, I guess that's simple enough.
So we just need to do as it says, right?
Wait a second.
Yeah?
Huh? What is it, Albedo?
We'd better make sure this place is safe before taking our seats. Everyone, please stay clear for a moment.
Okay. Everyone vigilantly watches Albedo conducts a thorough investigation of the space.
All our questions and doubts aside, the scenery here is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It'd be impossible to feel stressed here.
Mona's doing a divination.
How is everything, Albedo?
Everything seems to be fine. I didn't find any traps or suspicious mechanisms,
That's good.
but I also couldn't find any overt destructive devices.
What do you mean?
Well, it seems that wrong answers won't have any catastrophic consequences. Looks like we'll have to sit on these chairs and fulfill the prophecy. Everyone, I would like to suggest that we try some risky answers on our first attempt.
Okay.
Let's reserve our most confident answers for the second round.
That sounds kind of smart. But why?
Ah, I get what he means. If we do as he says, then we may be able to figure out how the puzzle works.
Ah, I see, like testing
I
different
see.
answers.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah?
Mona, is there something wrong? You're not looking too good.
Did you find out the answers already?
I brought some
Aw.
snacks.
Thank you for offering, Klee, but that's not quite it. While Albedo was checking just now, I gave my scryglass a spin, hoping to find
The
some
gramophone
information.
back there.
But there's a strange aura to this place. It's almost as if someone has been staring at me as soon as we stepped foot in here. But if nothing here has actually been physically tampered with, then no. Could that person be?
Mona just shivered. Did she sense some kind of great power?
What do you mean, Mona? Who could it be?
Never mind. It's not like I've got any proof.
Ugh, don't leave us on the edge like this,
Maybe it's
Mona.
nothing bad.
I'll just do what Albedo said.
Yes, let's test the hypothesis together, Klee.
Come on, join us, Mona.
Oh, all right.
Everything will be fine.
Okay, then I'll answer the first question. If someone were to ask me to find a flower that is not of this world,
You can do it, Sucrose.
Let's go sit at the table.
then I would fetch a tetratanic sweet flower.
All right, I'm up next. My part of the prophecy is to find a guide who will never get lost.
Kale, I hope you found your answer.
Me too.
My answer is that I will be that guide.
Oh, that's
For a
right.
long time, I have been guided by others. It's taken me a while, but I finally made it to where I am today. Although I still haven't made a name for myself, and I'm still quite immature, I would still like to put my name forward. Because I would like to become a guide that can help others.
That's right.
I want to help others the same way Amber, Master Tighnari, Cyno, and everyone else helped me. Now it's my turn to pass on the gift that I've been given.
All right, it's up to me to answer the third part. I'll submit myself as one who would never lie. Although I've never really had any other virtues or talents, I'm confident that I've always been an honest person. I'd like to thank everyone, too, for giving me this opportunity to validate myself.
Yeah, no worries.
And last but not least, I will answer the final part of the prophecy. There's no tale more befitting the title of a legend that never ends than our fates as human beings.
Wait! The lantern just lit up! Whoa! All four sides of the lantern are glowing!
Huh?
But all we did was submit a batch of test answers. I guess that's proof that there is no correct answer. Whatever you believe is the truth here.
Kale, could I ask you to stand up for a second?
Oh, alright.
Oh, and the thing just didn't light up anymore.
Huh? What's going on?
So it's just
Why is
anyone
it lighting up regardless of who's
sitting in
in
the
the
chair.
Didn't it say we have to answer all the questions
There's no
correctly?
correct answers.
It's pretty clear now, isn't it? We've just proven that there is no right answer for this prophecy.
No right answer? But how could that be?
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mechanism that we had all imagined it to be. I believe the lantern only serves as a simple signal.
Ah, I see.
And to think.
Oh
never
no,
expected you to
I
actually
don't worry.
find
I
this
did not
place.
forget.
What? There's someone else here?
Hmm.
We meet again, traveler.
Uh.
You're that Outlander we met the other day at Good Hunter!
Hmm.
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find this place. Good thing that you were too preoccupied with the prophecy to notice someone tailing you from the shadows.
Of course.
Oh, is that so? Then, why do I spy yet another person following in your shadow?
Yeah, Albedo's not worried.
Wait, really?
Thank you, Rosaria.
There's no need for pleasantries. You should know I'm here for you.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from abroad?
I was
No.
there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
So you had your eyes on me even then, huh? That was 2 whole weeks ago, you know.
It's hard not to
Her
notice
eyes
you
are
when
sharp.
I'm on duty every day.
All right. In that case, I'll admit it. I was the person who slipped this prophecy into the storybook.
Huh? But why? Then, does that mean this wasn't a real prophecy after all?
Well, clearly
Don't
not.
worry.
The island is real.
Even though you probably have plenty of reservations about me, you can be sure that the prophecy is genuine. In fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy to me. She hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a single letter to signify themselves.
Who would have guessed? It seems that power was indeed left behind by the old hag after all.
Ah, so you're B's student. It's an honor to meet you. I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Well, what are you talking about?
Do explain.
It's a long story, but I'm not quite sure that I'm the best person to tell it. Since you've all spent so much time and energy trying to decipher this prophecy, you must also be very interested in the secret behind this lantern, no? The lantern has already been lit. Now then, please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
Huh. Why did this little thing just light up? How strange.
Hello? On the other side of the lantern. Can you hear me over there?
Mom?
That's right, it is Alice.
Oh, I hear many youthful voices.
Madam, I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Oh, since we've last gathered, Jay's successor has already become so reckless and bold. Unbelievable.
Wait. Why are you talking just like the old hag?
Old hag? Who would dare say that?
This is
Mona?
not. This is Alice
Who are you? Who dares
pretending to be
imitate my
intimidating,
master?
because we know what Alice sounds like.
And what of imitation and mimicry? It has always been a fool's errand to mimic and learn from humanity.
Aunt Alice, I'm here too.
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other people?
They're like, yo,
So I see everyone's here. Well then, my warmest greetings.
Alright, this is the
everyone.
Alice we know and love.
Miss Alice, why would you...
Well, it's been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends from my youth may have decided to catch up again.
Why she sounds so coy all of a sudden?
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animo Archon Barbados. You must be commended for uncovering an artifact entrusted to the god of wind himself.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me,
Totally he didn't
are you
give
sitting
it to
around
us.
my beloved tea party table?
It's a really long table.
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animo Archon has granted you entry to this place. Was all of this Scarlet's doing?
Can we have some credit too?
Wait. Paimon's completely lost now. So what was this assembly
I'd like to
you were
believe
talking
we
about earlier?
contributed a little bit too.
Miss Alice, would it be alright to leave the explanation of that to you?
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and activating the lantern. Now then, let me tell you a long
So
and
first the
ancient
gramophone and
story.
now a lantern. Alice appears.
Ever heard of the Hexenzirkel? As the spooky
Very
name
long time
suggests,
ago, yes.
it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even challenged the Animo Archon himself. But he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song." From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick. He loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left.
Rhinedottir?
But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
That one must be Mona's master.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
Interesting. We don't actually see any of them here. Whoa.
So this is where the legendary mages held their meetings.
And that's why
right.
it's Albedo,
We
Klee, and
often met
Mona.
here to chat and have tea.
Because, like,
Then what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of utmost joy, we'd receive a supreme blessing?
About that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of that prophecy. It's a little embarrassing.
oh, okay.
The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding.
So it was indeed written by all of you.
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the
I
truth.
knew
to
it.
everybody
Albedo
in
always
Albedo.
knows something and
Knowing
doesn't
you,
tell us
you
until
probably
we
figured
figured it out
everything the moment
ourselves.
you laid eyes on the message.
No, it took me a little
Yeah,
longer
but,
than
but
that.
every event, he's
A
already figured it
flower
out
that is
before
not
us.
of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages. When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together. A flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of our full name, Rhinedottir, also known as Gold. If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her. The guide who will
so
never
happy
get
to learn more
lost
about
is
Rhinedottir.
N, otherwise known as Nicole. You may not have encountered her yet, but she is a truly extraordinary woman who has made this world's direction and order her subject of study. Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess, she will only speak to
What
guide
do you mean by
people
that?
toward the
What do you mean
truth
already
when a
heard her
change has
voice?
occurred in the world. She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning.
Like the voice we heard at the end of Inversion of Genesis? Yes! Yes, exactly!
If one day you would be unfortunate enough to run into a truly dangerous situation, she may use her voice to guide the way forward for you.
This is a huge
Guess
lore
that
drop
there are
here.
so many mysterious women in this world, and that they would all know each other.
The one who would never lie is me. I hope no one would take offense. It's just that I, Alice, or A for short,
Except
have
a
always
white
had
lie.
a soft spot for
Like
those
the
with
Dodo
sincerity
King.
and candor. As for a legend that never ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works. Have any of you ever read The Boar Princess?
Huh? I'm pretty sure every child in Mondstadt has read that book.
Yeah.
It's also one of my favorite stories. M was an exceptional human writer who used her prose to teach me the meaning of grief. Don't you think such a person would deserve a seat at the mage's table?
Paimon's getting more and more lost.
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to everything that Alice has said. Jay was also a mortal who aged and passed on, leaving her title to her students and followers.
I see.
Alice, you've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. It's now been centuries since the first of us took on her mantle. I've always wanted to meet you.
Do you also want to become a mage?
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose of the Hexenzirkel. I used to think that the Hexenzirkel was a group of women who could control the very fate of this world. But now, I've seen for myself that besides Jay, many other ordinary people were also among you.
Do you think less of us now?
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued, and I'm now even more drawn towards the idea of becoming a mage.
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. But you are different. You are much more fascinating than any of your predecessors.
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
So the mage who received the prophecy letter from all of you was Jay? She left the Hexenzirkel after getting married?
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we meant as soon as she saw the message. We were just asking one thing of her. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness, please come share some of it with your best friends and sisters.
So, the Supreme Blessing actually meant...
All journeys are fleeting and will eventually come to an end. What will give us the most fulfillment and happiness in the end are those who will greet us at our journey's destination. Dear child, I believe you can also understand what I am talking about. We women will always have many troubles and encounter pains and frustrations that will keep us up at night. But no matter how hard things may become, we will cross mountains and oceans to see our best friends again, regardless of how many years have passed or how far the distance may be. As long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will be filled with joy. To us mages, that's what being supremely blessed is all about.
Oh.
I still
still don't get it, but I do know that all the mages are Mom's best friends.
That's right, Klee.
If you ask how I see it, the Hexenzirkel is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth with. Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later. I still have a few things to attend to, so this will have to do for today.
Okay, see you.
Bye, Mom. Todoko says bye, too.
Aww.
Goodbye, darling, and farewell to all of our other friends as well. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Oh, now that I think of it, isn't it getting close to that time of year?
Windblume Festival?
Yes, it's Windblume again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary date. I'm sure you still remember.
Yes, I do remember now. It was on this day, many, many years ago, that Jay tied the knot.
Aww.
Ah, just in time for the Festival of Love and Freedom. Everyone, please enjoy this year's Windblume Festival to the fullest.
Alice's voice fades and the lantern grows dim, and it's once again just a regular piece of decor. Interesting. So after a very long time, we get more lore about the Hexenzirkel and some of... So it seems like there were a lot of women in it that some of them like were like immortal, or are immortal, like have like a longer life, like Alice and Rhinedottir, but there were also mortals who eventually passed on. So very interesting how that circle came to be, and it seems that Alice is still not appearing for us, but she has invited Scarlet to go and see her, so Scarlet will probably see her before we do. For a moment, everyone looks lost in thought, but soon chatter begins to fill the space again. Before long, everyone spreads their gliders to return to Mondstadt. Whee! So much fun.
Whoa! Ah, Albedo! Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
How else did you expect it? See, the gramophone. The gramophone and the lantern. Alice can speak through all these weird and wonderful objects. What's up here? Is there a bonus? Yes, no, yes. Just a lovely view of Mondstadt, that's what's here. Oh, that's the way we came, I think. Let's take the scenic route back. Are we actually gliding back to Mondstadt like this, or...? Wait, no. This is just the thing that brought us up here in the first place. We still need to get back ourselves. Well, thankfully we have gliding champions, so we will glide down very quickly. Interesting though, first time we hear from Rhinedottir. I really wanted to learn more about, you know, she was responsible for a lot of things that happened during the Cataclysm. But at the same time, I mean, it sounds like she had a normal life too. So, every once in a while we get little crumbs of information. Eventually they will all get put together. Yes, okay, so then Nicole must be the one we heard at the end of Inversion of Genesis. Like, everyone was trying to figure out, like, who is that voice? I was thinking to myself, it's probably somebody we haven't heard from before. Well, obviously it's somebody we haven't heard from before, but probably not, like, any of the gods that have already been mentioned. And it turns out it's very, very likely to be, considering the Traveler made the same connection that I just made, you know. Also, so definitely there's a lot of that dialogue that probably would be different. Like in this quest, a lot of dialogue will be different if you didn't play previous quests. Like even the line about Timaeus meeting Yinger, that was like a small event, like over a year ago, but I remember that. Obviously the gramophone is a reference to the first, the Midsummer Island adventure. And if you haven't done the Wander Archon quest, probably he doesn't mention that you did the Wander Archon quest, because that's not a prerequisite for this either. Like not even like a non quick start prerequisite. Anyway, lots of food for that. It's so cool. That Hexenzirkel is so cool though. Just all of these like powerful women who have all of these cool powers but not just cool powers, like Alice is like an inventor, Rhinedottir's an alchemist, you know, they have all sorts of skills, but they also just come to hang out, you know. I love that so much. I'm glad we saw that. Oh, bird! You okay, dude?
Are you okay, Timaeus? Maybe you'd feel better if you
Oh,
just...
because of the wind,
you know,
the gliding.
let it out.
I'm fine. I'm just a little glider sick, that's all.
Yeah.
You may want to look into getting your own gliding license when you have the time.
Yeah.
It might prove helpful
You
to
need
you.
to practice a little bit.
Okay. Sure thing.
It sounds like you've still got something on your mind. Why don't you tell us? We're all happy to listen.
It's nothing, really. It's just... Well, Alice's story was really interesting and romantic. I won't argue about that. But still... The whole thing wasn't quite what I was hoping
Yeah, you're
for.
hoping to get your wish granted too,
Of
right?
course, I didn't actually expect the supreme blessing to be real, but...
Don't say that. None of this was your fault, Timaeus. Honestly, it's more on me for having agreed to be the Windblume Festival special ambassador. Had I not asked for everyone's help...
If anything, it should be my fault for finding that prophecy.
No.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to blame the two of you either.
And it turns out
just feel
Scarlet
like
wasn't evil after all. I'm glad, because I thought it would be really strange for them to introduce an antagonistic character so late into the story.
But I'd say we still learned something new.
Yeah. We all learned a little bit about ourselves as well along the way.
You still need to go to Liyue to apologize to Yingar, right? Do you want Kali and I to accompany you?
Oh, Miss Yingar. Well, I mean... I just really don't want her to get mad at me. Now that I've come back to my senses, I really don't know what I should do.
Hey, you three? You may want to look over there.
She's here!
Huh?
She came anyway.
Miss Yingar?
Oh, so that's Miss Yingar? I've never met her before.
Yep, that's her. And she actually came all the way to Mondstadt.
I am so sorry, Miss Yingar, but how did you... I mean...
Are you so happy just to see me?
Of course I am. I'm so happy that, I don't, Sorry, I don't know what to say.
I was ready to give you a harsh scolding, but now that I've seen you like this, I suppose I could let you off the hook this time. You said you couldn't come to pick me up because of a very important matter, right? Well then, of course I had to come and find you instead.
Should we go see how they're doing?
No, let's just let them be.
Oh, I wouldn't. You'll get hit by a forest boar
Yeah.
if you interrupt a couple's romantic conversation.
Oh, really? We'll just leave them alone then.
You look quite happy. Maybe that's what Windblume's all about. Aww. The adventure has come to an end. Everyone bids farewell, and soon a few people left at the crafting
I'm so
bench.
glad to see Timaeus
Bye,
find his
Albedo. Bye,
happiness.
Klee. Bye, Mona.
I have to say, I'm even more envious
Each
of
of them
you,
has
Sucrose.
like their own ties to the
You can be
Hexenzirkel.
happy just to see others happy. And you gave me so much help without any expectations in return. Even though you said that we're very much alike, I still feel like you have a much bigger heart than I do.
But If
Oh,
you
don't
say
that.
then I'd say I'm also nowhere near as brave or tenacious as you. I guess we have the same amount of positive qualities. They're just spread over different parts of our personalities.
Yeah, everyone's different.
I've never visited Sumeru, or made many friends from outside of Mondstadt. I'm happy just to have met and become your friend.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get shy and flustered when I meet other people I don't know in the future. But that's okay too. Since we are so alike, you probably get what I'm trying to say. You just need to believe that all of your issues aren't really issues at all.
But isn't it too late now for me to learn to accept myself?
Never too late.
Well... Do you know anything about the blooming cycles of Cecilius?
Probably not.
I may have read about that in a book before.
That's a topic that my parents used to talk about back when they were still dating. Surprising, right? To think that people would talk about that while on a date. My mom brought it up at dinner one time last month. She called my dad the most boring man she knew, and said that he even turned up late to a date once. All with a smile on her face. But she also said that learning is just another part of life. It's never too late to start something, as long as you recognize that it's something good for you to do.
Yeah, that's right. Never too late to start.
Why don't you give it a try, Kale?
Okay, I'll try my best.
They're really having a great conversation. Paimon can't even find a moment to join in.
Let's just leave them then. There's no need.
I nearly forgot. This is for you.
This texture. Are these seeds?
Yep. I believe I mentioned my sweet flower research to you before. These are the seeds of the sweet flower cultivars that I've worked on. It's nothing too special, but they're the best cultivars that I've made. So, I really hope that you'll like them. They're super sweet and easy to grow and keep. I'm also submitting them as my Windblooms for this year. I wish that the Animo Archon could also see how lovely they are.
I'm sure he knows.
Thank you. I'll plant them in the Avidia forest and take good care of them.
Yeah.
Kale, please take these notes with you. I've heard that you've been working hard on your studies, so I've prepared some study materials for you at Sucrose's request. Feel free to look through them whenever you can find the time.
Great.
Mondstadt's doors will always remain open to you.
Thank you so much. Really, I don't know what to say. I'm just really happy.
Well, we're happy for you too.
Sucrose, now's your chance. Didn't you want to collect a breath of joy?
I mean, now?
You're right. I almost forgot. Kale, can you exhale once into this test tube? I will save this breath of joy and use it in my research.
Oh, really? May I?
Of course.
Kale exhales into Sucrose's test tube and the fluid turns a deep violet. A small sparkling cloud then pops out of the test tube and rises into the air like a marshmallow before it's taken away by the wind.
Huh? What was that?
It was like a little cloud of happiness, but now it flew away.
What is...
Luckily, there's still some breath left in the test tube. I'll seal it up for now. I'll keep working on it and let you know as soon as I have any breakthroughs in my research.
Wait, I didn't think something was actually supposed to physically
I'll
happen.
be sure to respond as soon as I receive your letter.
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen pal.
Mm-hmm.
Master Tighnari! Cyno!
If your friendship was forged in a test tube, does that make you test friends forever?
Stop.
That's it. I think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
All that matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt immensely. The dragon here possesses a majestic form.
Yeah, Mondstadt...
that reminds me. Traveler, this card back is for you.
So yeah, they really gotta get a tourism industry up and running. You know, take people on these large tour groups to go see Storm Terror. And they can come with their cameras and everything. Wait, for me? Didn't Sino commission this?
Sino wanted you to have one for yourself. If I had to guess, I'd say he probably wants you to use it if you challenge him to a duel.
I'm a master of the game. Do you dare challenge me?
No. I mean, yes.
Let's knock him off his high horse.
Wait, actually no? It's time to duel? Time to duel.
Wait! I've got something to give you, too.
Okay.
Huh? Kali has a gift for us?
Oh yeah, she was making a gift to the floor.
Yeah. I figured I should follow local Mondstadt customs and prepared a few small things themed after the Windblume festival.
Aww, that's a Sumeru rose.
I made these bookmarks from Sumeru roses at the hotel. I want to give them to Amber, Master Tighnari, and Sino. During Windblume, Mondstadters offer flowers to the people most important to them. You three are family to me.
But Tighnari said that we're not anything like an academic family. He wouldn't write joint papers with us.
I don't think that's exact. I don't think that's what Tighnari. Well,
And that should be just fine.
Okay.
I agree. Oh, and here are some Padisara seeds as well. These are for the Traveler, Paimon, and everyone else from Mondstadt.
Whoa, are these really for us?
Thank you. We really appreciate that.
So, are these your chosen Windblooms?
Mm-hmm, one of them. Both Padisaras and Sumeru roses are my Windblooms. Although they're not native to Mondstadt, they are the flowers that can best express my feelings. I want to give them to the people I feel thankful for. To those who I wish to accompany as we greet more seasons and future Windblooms together. The real blessing in life is when you are surrounded by people who you'd miss day and night, and who you'd want to see even if that meant crossing mountains and oceans to do so.
That's right.
I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Sucrose, do you see that cloud over there?
Huh?
Doesn't it look just like your test tube?
Aww. This is so sweet. Oh, Kale's Windblume. Oh, actually, an actual card back. Okay, wait, where is it? Where's the Windblume? To Kale, the only flower that can serve as her Windblume and convey her gratitude and well wishes is the Padisara. She now offers their seeds to you. In visiting Mondstadt again, Kale has taken a tentative step towards the future. May her coming days be as a small seed held within her palm, filled deep with the potential for light and hope. Aw, thank you, Kale. If I believe correctly, I think we can go and find Sino. We can go find everybody. Hang on, I'm just pulling the locations up. Where is Sino? Sino, do you actually want to do it with me?
I quite like my new card back. It goes perfectly with my deck. I take it you've also received your card back?
Yes, you
Want
saw
to
me
use it to
receive
play
it just
around?
now. Let's do it. Amazing. Is that the one? I guess that's the one. Edit deck, because I can't not use the card back now. No, how do I edit the card back? No, wait, I know what to do. I have to go to the box. I go to the casket of tomes. I go more. Deck design settings. Card back. Lazarate Swirl, a special card back custom by the renowned artist Calx. Like the Dragon of the East, stretch your wings more freely. And on this battlefield of cards. Ooh, I'm totally using that forever now. Alright, let's do it.
I quite like my new card back. It goes perfectly with my deck.
Yeah?
I take it you've also received your card back? Want to use it to play around?
Let's do it. Go! Yeah, I'll leave this. Sino's the same one. Alright, perfect. No, let's go official.
In the name of the princessin.
Okay, not amazing. Okay, better.
You stay condemned!
Stay condemned. I haven't played in a while, so I don't really know what I should do. What should I do? Elemental tuning. No, what if I want to just use it? Is this a good? Is that a good thing to play? Okay, let's do this one. That activates her skill, right?
No rest for the wicked.
Okay.
Nowhere to run.
I'm hoping that it'll switch out soon. Can I convert to? I don't need to do that yet. Next time you switch character. Let's not waste that. I usually waste that because oh, 0, I'll just play that, and then it's like oh, whenever I need it, it's like I don't have it anymore, and then I used it earlier, and it's like I actually didn't even need to. Okay, anyway, actually, why don't we switch character now without using the card to save
Your instruction.
a die because we don't need that.
Nowhere to run.
Okay, so it's electrifying everything. That's not the best move for me. Okay. Come on. Bennett. Good. So we're gonna spread the electro everywhere. Right, Oz? Yeah. I don't have Sino's character card. Can I get it after this? Probably not. Let's go just reroll those because I want to get officials burst up. Oh, darn, maybe I should have used another attack the last round then. Oh well. What do I want? What do I want? Okay, that might be useful later. No, I don't want to do that yet. Oh, I'm not even using official right now. What am I doing? Too physical. Wait, what happened to the thing where she has her cryo bonus? I really did think I still had official up. Okay, anyway. It's okay, because Ayaka took some of the damage, so... No, let's just switch to, No, I didn't mean to select it. Just do that. I always forget which button it is. Oh, right. Okay, it's his turn. Well, be careful. Well, thanks. That went exactly as I wanted it to go.
Fire hazard. Let's light it up.
Okay. Well, I can use the bow card because I have 3 electro. No. This one. And then I can... use that. Get a fire or an omni dice. Just reroll them all. This could be really bad. Okay, good enough. Good enough. Now I can do a fire attack. There you go. This is good planning. This is exactly what I wanted to do, for sure. These dragon card backs though, super cool. Thank you, Albedo. I might switch back to Ayak after this. Okay. I should wait till I get Yoimiya's burst. It's just okay. That's a little overkill, but I mean, like, we do need to take him out. I want to force him to switch to Sino so I can do the attack on Sino. Whatever. Can't complain.
This is just my...
Good judgment call.
Yep. Uh-oh, that's not good. Burning. Yeah. Oh, but this not as good now because she's not affected by the electro. Alright, goodbye. Okay, that was dumb. Okay, I should have switched her out.
I await your instruction.
Oh, now she can do the cryo. Oh, don't worry, I haven't. I have been fully enlightened. Let's just do extra cryo damage. Wait, does this allow her to do the attack as well? Spin. Okay, let's not use that right now. Use that next turn.
My apologies.
We can manage to switch to official. I can activate that. I need to keep Ayaka. Oh no, I need to keep her alive long enough to take out Sino. He's holding on to so many cards. I don't know what they all do. Okay, horrible. Can I just reroll all of these? Okay, well. Might be time to use that Paimon card now.
This ends now.
Oh, don't say that.
Just like we rehearsed.
Yay! No!
Mein Fräulein.
I await your instruction.
One choice. I'd really like to win this, you see, but okay, can I use this? Well, one of them was defeated this round. Create an extra Omni element and an energy. Perfect. Exactly what I need. Do I not have any other healing cards? Oh, wait. Play that. Okay. Now I play the Paimon card. And now I use her burst.
Kamisato art. Sumetsu.
You have spirit.
I do. I don't think I'm gonna win though.
Through me, justice is served.
No, I could have, but I did not. Alright, GG. Good job, Sino. This is why I'm scared to fight Sino. I know he's the best. Alright, who else is around then?
You played well. Let's have a rematch in a few minutes.
Few minutes, okay. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Who else is around? Oh, hello, you two lovebirds. Wait, there's actually something so funny to me about... Usually we go to the crafting table and Timaeus is blocking it, so we click on Timaeus instead of the crafting table. And then this time I'm actually here to talk to Timaeus, and I click on the crafting table. Okay, that's actually kind of funny.
Am I dreaming? Miss Ying-ar, you really came all the way to Mondstadt to see me? Why were you willing to make the trip? I still can't believe it.
Why wouldn't I want to come see you, It's not like a quick trip from Liyue to Mondstadt is completely unheard of or anything. Also, isn't it time for you to drop the miss and just call me Yingar?
Oh, Yingar. Yingar. I think I still need some time to get used to calling you that.
Look at you, already so flustered. And we're just getting started.
No, I'm just overwhelmed with happiness. Thank you
Good luck, you two.
so much for coming to see me for Windblume.
Goodbye. We're not here to interrupt. Albedo!
Yep.
I will climb up the obviously the proper way to get up here.
You like the card back from Sino, right? I must admit, I also spent a good amount of effort coming up with a design.
Thank you for letting me have a
His
copy
request
too.
was quite interesting. He wanted a dragon, a cool pose, and a design that would stand out and awe his opponents. Although the commission was for himself, he wanted the back to be flashy enough to draw the attention of the opposing player. Perhaps there's something that can be said about how, when it comes to Genius Invocation TCG, friendship is more important than competition. He also said that such an impressive card back should be shared with friends. Since he gave it to you, this must mean he considers you to be a close friend.
Oh, that's nice of
and
you. And
speaking
thank you,
of,
Albedo, too.
To repay my efforts, he also gifted me the card back as well. Maybe I'll also give the game a try.
Oh my gosh, an Albedo card might actually be really good with his like flower and like the damage. Like, every time someone else does damage, the extra geo. Wait, that might actually be really, really good. Oh, I cannot wait then when they finally implement a Albedo card. Well, I want to sit on the chair with you.
Well,
not?
what do you think? I trust you've enjoyed this year's Windblume Festival.
Thank you for not spoiling it,
I'm
Venti.
happy to see you find the time
I mean, thank you for
in
not
your
spoiling the
busy
surprise.
adventures
Just
to
like,
return to Mondstadt
go
and
solve it
celebrate the
first,
wonders
and
of
then I'll
living
tell
with
you where
us.
to go.
And if you have a moment now, would you care to hear a new love poem I wrote this year?
Sure.
Allow me to recite it for you.
Okay.
This world has never seen such vibrant color. It bestows upon everyone a brilliant hue, a shade more ethereal than white, yet more radiant still than gold. It eases into your eyes and restores to light a solitary soul. Maybe a bit too somber.
Nah, it's okay.
Maybe I should write another one on sweet flowers instead.
Poetry and writing often just conveys the mood. All the things that you're thinking. Okay, who else is in town? Holly, Amber, Sucrose. Okay, let's go. Let's go find them. And Eula. And up here somewhere. I think. Maybe not up here. Where are they supposed to be? I go to a higher spot. I'll have an easier time looking for them. I feel like they should be right here. Oh, here they are. Of course.
Kale, Sucrose! I brought some home-cooked food. Why don't we enjoy it together?
Really? Sounds
I
great.
love how all these characters have grown so much during this quest.
Must point out a small issue about your cooking. You have a tendency to put a little too much flavoring in your dishes.
Sorry. I guess I've been a little heavy-handed with the seasonings lately.
Are you feeling stressed recently? Do you want to find someone to play cards with? It really helps with stress. I promise.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea. If I recall, both you and Sucrose are pretty good players, right?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
we are. We've been playing together, and we were actually talking about this just a few days ago.
Since you are already familiar, would you mind also showing me the rules sometime? Yeah.
Sure.
Kali
seems to be a natural at the game. Maybe she's
Didn't
already
they
the
add a
best
Eula
player out
card
of all of
recently?
us.
I gotta start collecting some more.
That's right. You've been all talk at the tavern. That little girl from Sumeru is really good at the game. If I can find the chance, I would love to test my skills against her.
Really?
Yeah. Sounds like you're pretty good at
Isn't
seniors
that
and
great,
location
Kali?
TCG.
You've become a TCG celebrity.
Oh,
I wonder though, I seem to recall something what she was struggling with reading all the words on the cards. So I'm sure that you're still doing great. After all, sometimes you just get the gist of what everything means. Oh, a hilly trail. Happy Windblume Festival, hilly trails. I still feel so bad. No, I refuse. I refuse to hurt a hilly trail ever again. No, no, no! That's not what I wanted to have. I refuse to hurt a hilly trail ever again. You'll never see it happen. I mean, that doesn't mean I won't ever do it, but I'll never go out of my way. The poor things. If it was a slime, I would use them as a thing to test out my new C4 Kale on. But a hilly trail, I just feel bad. Oh no, there's two of them. You're really gonna do it like this, aren't you? Please, I don't wanna make this any more painful than it has to be. Let's just get out of here. Please. I just want to see what Mika has to say. Here's the slime. Wow, okay.
A miscalculation.
I'm sorry it had to end this way.
Thank you so much for your surveying tips. I had no idea that the Sumeru Forest Watchers would also have expertise in this area. You really do know just about everything.
It's only natural that forest watchers and surveyors would have some similar skills. We're both constantly outdoors and on the move after all.
That's right.
Anyway, I'm glad I could help.
If I can find a chance, I'd love to pay a visit to Sumeru as well. I've heard that the terrain is quite complicated there, and it'd be a treat to see it for myself.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
complicated.
sure be
is
so
indeed
excited.
one way to put
It's
it.
exciting for
Visitors often
a
get lost
cartographer
when they
like
visit
Mika.
Sumeru for the first time, and they have a tendency to pick all kinds of mushrooms and fruits.
So
in
it
the
seems though
rainforest
that
without
Varka's
discretion.
expedition never made it to Sumeru.
We get a lot of people here picking philanimal mushrooms as well.
Actually, have you ever tried adding them to a recipe? They are quite bland by themselves, but perhaps the taste can be improved if they're cooked together with other ingredients.
I've never tried that myself, but now that you mention it, I do want to give it a try.
I'm quite curious too. Would you like to pick some together later?
Nice. Yep, seems like they will share some tips. Alright, the last one here is Klee and Mona. Yeah, I'm glad we got to see some more stuff about the Hexenzirkel today.
Is it for me? Thank you, Klee.
Could you also say something nice to Klee?
Oh, of course. I've actually gotten really good at this.
Okay.
Oh, Miss Klee, our mighty Spark Knight, you are the flame of hope for all of Mondstadt and the vessel for...
Huh? What's a vessel?
Oh, no, Klee doesn't seem to really appreciate this kind of praise. Okay then. Klee, you're super adorable, and your hat and backpack are the cutest. Did your mom pick them for you?
Yep. Mom said that she picked them out with Dodoko, and Dodoko really loves this backpack too, which is why Dodoko's always hanging from the side. Mom also said that someone else was also helping her pick out the gifts that day. What was the name again? If Klee remembers correctly, people would call her the Old Hag.
Wait, the old hag? Huh. Okay, well, now that you mention it, the old hag does have a fondness for picking out hats.
Oh, I really, really hope we actually get to meet and learn more about some of the ladies in the Hexenzirkel more. Like they all seem super awesome with all their cool quirks and everything. But for now, we will just enjoy listening to stories from Albedo and Klee and Mona and everyone else who has met them. Especially Alice. Alice will show up one day, and when she does, it's just... it's gonna be this big mystery that's finally revealed. Alright. Any fish to be blasted here? I cannot blast the fish with the bow. Alright, fish. You get to live another day then. Can I? No, okay, I was gonna use her ring. It's okay. Oh right, every time I do a little bit of the event. Okay, so we did the chasing balloons event. We did the photo event. The last one should be... Let me turn the controller off because I don't think the buttons on this controller are good for it. The Ballads of Breeze, the rhythm event. Let's do it. Yay. Oh, Mondstadt music. The sound of being welcome to a new place. Hello there, and welcome to the Windblume Festival. You've come at a good time. We're currently organizing... Okay. Taking part in this game will allow you to play some lovely tunes just like the bards of Mondstadt. Will they really sound good? Oh, don't you worry. We've had lots of playtesters in the past. Even someone with zero knowledge of how to play instruments will be able to play something that won't sound too bad. Please believe me. Have faith in the Knights of Favonius. As long as you do your best to keep up with the rhythm and beat, you'll be able to strum up a storm with ease. Focus only on the wind around you and the lovely song you wish to play, and all of your troubles will surely fade away. Well, I imagine the bards must be quite carefree then. I wouldn't say that for sure. After all, they do fret about whether their songs will move people enough to fork some more over. As for you, you just need to play to your heart's content. Well, never mind what I just said. I hope you know how this works by now, right? Well, if it interests you, you're free to give it a go. You can use your own instrument to play said tunes, and if you haven't brought one, we can lend you some. Not to brag, but we do have a few on hand here, and each of them is quite different from the rest. It's okay, I have all of them. Which of the instruments would you like to use? Let's use the lyre. Oh, this one then? No problem. Oh, and there's one more thing I forgot to mention. Please wait for a moment. I need to consult my notes. The tuning? Yeah, okay, let's do the tuning. Okay, good. It's good. It's good enough. You can start any time now. We do have to go soon, so I just want to try one. Let's do Pro difficulty. Invitation of Windblume. Perfect. Pro, I don't even know what the notes are gonna be. Oh, but this is nostalgic. This is from the first ever event that I played in Genshin Impact. This is the cutscene. I played it on my phone, and the cutscene lagged. So I looked it up after, and it was so beautiful. Wow. Oops, I lifted my finger up. No. Yay. Oh, this brings back memories. Did I do good? Did I do good? It's Cantus! Good enough. Yay! Alright. Perfect. Well, this has been a wonderful event. We got to follow Kale and Sucrose on a wonderful journey. And we got to learn more about the Hexenzirkel. And we just got to see everyone being happy at this time of year again. The Windblume Festival. A festival of love and friendship and flowers. For everyone to just enjoy the spring weather. Everyone enjoy the spring weather. I will see you all next time.